This is a good first LinkedIn post.
Yo, be live, bro.
Yo, get me in there.
It's 2 people in here.
All right, who's watching?
I don't know.
Click on it.
It doesn't do it, bro. It's YouTube, bro.
Is it YouTube? There has to be a way to see who's watching. Yo, type in the chat who watching. Yo chat.
All right, put your name in the comments.
Taking attendance. Name in the comments, please. Whoa. Where'd AJ go?
I wasn't paying attention, my bad. I don't think it's that one.
Yeah, clearly not.
Bro, those are all the lights or something. I don't know.
Well, that's definitely not the one.
It's coming on.
Is this you? No, this is him.
Yo, your dad sent you a reel.
Actually, you know what? Let's tap into the rock.
I'm saying it, man.
You can give me a retwist.
You want a retweet
Let me
from
model
me?
it.
This page isn't available. Well, all right.
You guys could be grading tests or doing work for a test you got or just chilling with your friends. You just have to be here and I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, first, before I begin, I just want to give a disclaimer. This is not an official scientific theory. It could be something in the future, but for now, it's just the idea that I'm going to present to you guys. And in the future, I'm going to back it up more with more sources and different things to make it stronger. So, yeah, let's begin. So before we start, I'm going to do a quick rundown of what quantum mechanics is. All right. So to start, quantum mechanics is a study, or you call it quantum physics as well. It's the study of nature at the smallest scale. Electrons, protons, quarks, a whole bunch of particles. You can name them, you go on, whatever. Now, once you get to the scale, things start behaving strange. Things are all based off of probability. It's not as in this normal world, or if I move this, it may not move exactly how it would in the real world. It is crazy. We're gonna talk about some of that stuff a little bit later. We'll talk about some of that stuff later. But basically, in quantum physics, it's all based off of math, and it is the best, most accurate physics that we have, even though it's crazy, which is surprising. But all this math works well. But physicists are still trying to figure out what the math means. There's different interpretations, different thoughts of what it means. So here's the problem. We have all this math. We can predict what particles are going to do with this great math we have, but we don't know the essential questions like why. You can say what the particle is going to do, but you don't know why it doesn't, right? And physicists still debate really what this means, what the why is, right? And examples of this. Stuff I'm about to say, just gotta go with it. Just accept it. Just say, okay, just don't even try to think about it. Just say, okay, it happened. So we'll start with particle wave ground. Particles are waves and particles at the same time, right? Then you have superposition. Superposition is the saying that a particle can exist in different states at the same time. So that means it could be, example, if I get this water bottle, there's a chance it could be here, here, over there, or right here. But it's more probable that it's right here. And until we observe the water bottle, it's technically in all those spaces at the same time. And then you have non-locality or quantum entanglement, basically saying that particles can interact with each other no matter how far they are. So let's say this particle next to Moses, particle right here on my shoulder, they could be interacting with each other, sharing information. And another thing that, just to like mess with our minds, we want to talk about string theory. String theory is a theory of everything that basically says these particles are strings, and they can be closed or open, but the way they vibrate tells which type of particle it is, like a guitar string is. But string theory proposes that there are higher dimensions, and I think it goes to 10, I believe. But you know you have 1D, 2D, and 3D. You live in 3D space, right? So I want you guys to look around real quick. It's going to change your perspective. So everyone look around. Everything you see is in 2D, right? You could be like, oh, but I'm in 3D, so I can see the and stuff. But wait, your brain is taking pictures in a 2D image, but it's detecting distances with parallax, light, shades. It's almost as if I get this plain piece of paper right here, and I draw a ball on it to make an illusion that it's 3D. It's almost similar to that, right? Now, let's say we went to the 4th dimension, right? The 4th dimension will allow us to see in 3D, right? So over here, that texture I did there, that's just a cube in the 4th dimension. You can see all sides of the cube at the same time. Now for a quick 5 seconds, I want everyone to close their eyes. We'll do it for 5 seconds so your brains don't get fried, right? I want you to try to imagine what a 5th dimensional cube would look like. Raise your hand if you couldn't even start to imagine what it would look like. Exactly. Right. Now all these concepts, they just resist like what we're used to in our daily life. That's basically from how the human brain works. We have evolved in a macroscopic world to survive. If you really think about it, that's what we're made for. That's what we're designed to do, survive. Eat, drink, understand, like survive. Reproduce, all that stuff, right? And we're used to like linear time and locality. So like, if unless we're in Stranger Things, if I do this, that water bottle, the water bottle is not going to come to my hand and move because I need to pick it up, right? In the quantum world, let's say I was a particle, that was a particle, I could interact with the water bottle. That doesn't happen in the macroscopic world. Right? So now this is the Buddha station, right? Or Buddha. Once we get to, Buddha basically says that there's a limit of understanding, the fundamental physics, the quantum mechanics, all that stuff, right? Of reality, the basis of reality. Not because of the lack of data or technology. It says we won't understand it because of the way our brains work. How we have evolved to survive in a macroscopic world, not the quantum realm. We have evolved to understand this world, not the world at this scale. Feel me? Yeah. And it's not because we don't have enough information technology, it's just because the way we have evolved to live in this world. Right? And now why isn't tech enough, right? So you could say, oh, AI could like teach it to us, right, in the future. But we still won't understand it because we still have that biological boundary. We won't be able to comprehend it. You could give it to us in math, but just because you get more math, it doesn't give us more understanding. You can just tell us more for what, right? And then this could impact future science by instead of focusing on point A, right, and trying to figure out the why, move on to B to discover new things, right? And if you stuck on A, you can't move on to advance and learn more stuff. So maybe we can get to C, D, and maybe it can advance science in the future, help in like the medical field, or like AI and stuff, just all these different things to help us. Yeah, if you want to scan this is the document I made. Like I said in the beginning, it's just an idea I put down paper. I'm going to strengthen it, tweak it, put more, I'm going to get sources and stuff to make it stronger. But if you want to scan it to the Google Doc right there. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Enjoy MLK Day weekend.
Sorry, end it. End it.